Well, what are those different life settlement payout options? What does that look like if someone is ready to move forward? They've got a policy, they're ready to sell it. What can they expect? I mean, you gave some percentages, but I think there are different payout options too, right?
Well, there are. And it's actually, that's a great question. I'm so glad you asked it, because the way we look at life settlements, the life settlement is not the end goal in and of itself. It's a means to an end. A life settlement is a financial tool to help a senior who's struggling with the unique challenges of aging and declining health, how to now use that policy as a financial vehicle to meet their goals, their needs. So through a life settlement and liquidating that policy, you could receive a lump sum of cash. You could also receive money that could be used in a tax-advantaged way, depending on your underwriting and the immediacy of your need for care to pay for health and long-term care purposes. You could use the funding from a life settlement to then roll over into an annuity to establish a lifetime guaranteed income stream. Or you could actually decide, instead of taking cash, to reduce the death benefit and hang on to a reduced retained death benefit without any more premium payments. And you could mix and match those options. You could decide to take some in cash and deploy some towards long-term care, or some towards an annuity, or keep some as a retained death benefit, some as cash, or in those financial vehicles. The point is, the life settlement takes the asset, gets the market value for it, and then creates new options to be able to address those financial needs that somebody would have with retirement and health and long-term care challenges that are coming at them that can get very expensive.
Right. That's fascinating. So what do you see most often, Chris, as far as the payout options? What are people typically taking? Are they typically taking that lump sum?
Yeah, I would say that the vast majority of people are taking the lump sum, but then again, they could take that lump sum and then decide, well, let's take the lump sum, but now let's put some into an annuity, or let's take the lump sum and now let's put some or as much as we need towards long-term care. So it really becomes a matter of, you've got that money, and now what are the needs that you need to have addressed, and working with an advisor, which is why advisors are so important in the mix to give good guidance to their clients so they're well informed with the idea of first accessing life settlements, and then what to do with those resources once they've actually gone through with that process and you've come out the other side and you're sitting on tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, what are you going to do with that money to address your needs in a very well-structured, well-thought-out way?
Right. To best be prepared for retirement and to handle all of those expenses and situations that might come up.
Or that are currently coming up while you're in retirement. It's happening in real time as we speak. We see people all the time who will come to us with, they need to get their mother home care or into an assisted living community, or they're running out of money. And all of a sudden, the idea of using the life insurance policy, which they hadn't thought of, all of a sudden becomes a very real opportunity to address that shortfall that they've been struggling.
Right. Another tool in the toolbox, right? Another thing that can be used.